Hello you guys, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we are just going to be sitting down and getting glam. No crazy challenges, no ridiculous budget limitations. We are just going to be playing with some brand new makeup launches, products that have just hit the market, including our brand new Painted Artistry Canvas. By the time you guys are seeing this YouTube video, it'll have just launched a couple of days ago on painted.co. Thank you all for your love and support so much. It means the entire world to me. And of course, you guys already know we're gonna create a beautiful makeup look today using Painted, but also a ton of other makeup brands that I absolutely love. Do I like all of these? Oh, most of them I like. It's just new makeup launches. Grab a snack, grab a drink. This is probably gonna be a little bit of a longer video today, which I know you guys have been asking for. We're just gonna hang out together and do some frickin' makeup. Let's get right into it. If you guys are excited for today's YouTube video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up down below. Your love and support really helps out the channel a ton. I know so many of y'all are coming back every single Friday at 12 p.m. PST and are not subscribed. It's rude and it's fake. Ooh. Click that big red subscribe button, come join the family. You can of course ring that bell icon as well so you always get a notification just like this whenever I upload a brand new video. And if you're watching me on your television in your living room with family and friends, hello! Just swipe up with your TV remote and you can click right down here and subscribe that way. All right, you guys, let's get into this full face of brand new makeup products, starting off with the Skin Prep. I'm gonna go in with my Point of View by Michaela. This is the Nourishing Glow Serum. Not a ton of new products and launches in the skincare or skin prep department, but that is totally fine with me because I really love these products from Michaela. They are super great. Then I'm gonna go into my Whip It Hydrating Cream. You know what I just realized? POV is skin prep, so of course it's going to work with my makeup routine today, but my foundation that I have to use is like a glowy skin tint. And if I'm not careful, I'm going to end up looking like a glazed donut, which to some people is fine. Of course, that's a gorgeous look, but you're watching James Charles, okay? I'm gonna use my Glazy Tack Primer, and hopefully this will help the skin tint really stick so I can layer it on a couple of times. I'm looking for full coverage. This is where this could either go really well or really bad. For my base today, I'm going to use the newly launched e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. This is a mineral broad spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen. SPF 50? They said protection for your skin. I'm into that. However, you guys already know I am not into a skin tint. I was really hesitant to try this out. However, I saw a lot of creators on TikTok, including Michaela that I just mentioned, really love this. I think and hope and pray that it is definitely a little bit more pigmented than your everyday skin tint. So we are going to try this out. You know what? I got shades 3 and 6 because I didn't know which one was gonna match. And I think 6 even still might be too light for me. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, are you kidding me? How did I end up with a shade too light? I bought 3 and 6. I thought 6 was gonna be too dark. Ugh, it's too dark on my face, but it is blending into my neck. Bitch, ew, I need a tan. Forget the SPF 50 sunscreen, girl. I need SPF 0. I need to go outside and lay in the sun and burn to a crisp. Okay, I'm gonna use a sponge instead. This is a lot more pigmented than an everyday skin tint that I've tried previously, but I feel like in some of the TikToks, it like looked like actual makeup. It's not the most gorgeous, stunning, perfect foundation color that I would ever choose, but I've had far worse. Luckily, we do have, you know, some contour, some bronzer, and some blush to play with to really bring back some color to the face here. Oh my God, I look a little ghostly. So for contour today, I have a new product that just launched and I also have a sad story to tell you. These are the Makeup Forever Artist Color Crayons. These just came out a couple of weeks ago. They are basically like little twist up crayons. They look great. I've seen a lot of people using them and I was super excited to try, but the reason why this is a sad story to me is because we at Painted just started working on colored crayons. I got my first lab samples in of the formula that I started working on of my crayons, and then probably 1 week later, I see Makeup Forever post and announce these, which is devastating. At least if I'm looking at the silver lining in like my own little delusional head, I can tell myself that I was ahead of the trend, even though it was only a week ahead of the trend. At least I know I did have a really cool idea. Somebody else just happened to get to it first. It is what it is. This happens all the time in the makeup industry. Like I said, it was literally my first round of lab samples, so it's not like they were even close to coming out. It would be a very long time in the future anyway. But I now need to figure out if I still even want to release my own painted crayons. I think it would be really cool for the brand. Obviously, our entire aesthetic is like art store materials. We have our paints, we have our canvases, we have the swatches and all the packaging and stuff. So I do think a crayon would make a lot of sense for painted, but I don't know. People are also so critical, and I know that if I release crayons, everyone's just gonna sit there and comment and say, "You copied Makeup Forever," when I didn't.
Just fucking do it. Who cares?
Makeup Forever is not gonna give a fuck. They're making billions of dollars. My concern is just like social media in general. It's crazy to me that brands like e.l.f. or Makeup Revolution or even like MCO Beauty are literally copying products. Girlies celebrate because a lot of times these brands are releasing the same exact product at 1/10 of the price. But then when we launched Painted, people were acting like I flew to the UK and held a gun to P. Louise and stole her paint formula. Or God forbid our painted blushes are in a rectangular component. I robbed Patrick Ta. Like, just crazy. So I don't really know. Maybe Painted still will do our colorful crayons one day, but Makeup Forever beat us to it. It's me putting it on the record right now. Oh, these are very pigmented. Okay, period Makeup Forever. I will say, I don't like that this has like an actual like point on the tip. I want like the slightly flat top, like an actual Crayola crayon has. That way it's easier to like actually shade in part of your face. I feel like with the point, it makes it too tiny, even though it's a gigantic component. I do like that this is a very cool tone brown, but when it blends out, it has a little bit more warmth to it, so it's not like gray. I'm into this. Congratulations, Makeup Forever. This is how the base is looking so far. Not bad. We're gonna add on some concealer now, and I'm going to use the new Tear Glide and Hide Blurring Concealer. Now, this looks like a regular concealer, right? You have your concealer down here, you take the cap off, and it has the doe foot. Well, surprise. It's a 2-in-1. I've never seen a liquid and a cream concealer in one, and it literally looks like a nude lipstick. Let's like go in here, and we'll use this to like clean up that contour a little bit here. And now I'll blend this out. Oh my God, suddenly this just turned into a Trixie Mattel makeup look.
Hi, gay.
Okay, I'm gonna use the liquid formula and go, oh no, I can already tell you this is not gonna be full coverage enough. I need a good base routine today. I have a good eyeshadow look planned. Okay, I cannot let this go to waste. Here's the glam. I'm scared to see how this is gonna blend out. Blend this shit in on the forehead, right down the center of the nose. Is it my dream base routine? No, but have we had worse on the channel? Absolutely. So in my book, we're winning today. Let's do some blush before we set this in place. I picked up the brand new Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Blush. Oh, why is it in French? Oh, James. Soft Pinch Matte Bouncy Blush. A cushiony cream to powder blush that glides onto the skin. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna grab our Painted J15 blush brush, and I'm just gonna do like one little dip into here. Let's see. Oh, wow. Now apparently this is like a cream formula, but it dries down matte on the skin. I'm gonna do a layer now before powder, and then I might add on some more later if the look needs it. But I have a feeling that it won't because I just put way too fucking much on. It wouldn't be a James Charles YouTube video without some level of blush blindness at some point, huh? Should I try some of the cream formula? I'm gonna regret this. Actually, you know what? That does look really good. That helped. You know what? We're trying to make lemonade out of lemons here, and I think we're doing an okay job. Just missing, you know, some sugar. I'm gonna go ahead and set this in place now, but I do not have a new powder to use, unfortunately. Yeah, be right back. All right, we're back. The base is all set in place. My under eyes are creasing super slightly. I love a lot of Tear products, but I'm not sure if this concealer is my absolute favorite. I will let you guys know as the makeup continues to sit on my face, but luckily we do have a product today that, well, this is supposed to be able to help it, but I don't think it's going to. In case you guys did not know, these are supposed to be the same color. This is my MAC NW13 Studio Fix Powder Foundation that I have been using for years. And this is also NW13 of the MAC Studio Fix Foundation, just the new reformulated version. Oh my God, these could not be further from the same color. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? It's orange. It is literally like, I am dumbfounded right now. Are you kidding me? These are not NW13. Nah. Is this like gonna be one of those situations where when I like rub off the top layer, it applies lighter? No! Well, I clearly can't use this to help out my under eye, so I'm just gonna use this color to like help lock in. Oh my God. Ah! For anybody who doesn't know the lore, basically, MAC Studio Fix Foundation is a cult classic favorite, okay? Clearly, I love mine. I've been using this for years now, and it really is one of the best powder foundation in terms of like pigmentation and texture because it doesn't emphasize anything and it's super, super smooth. Nobody has literally ever complained about the formula, but MAC recently decided to redo the entire formulation and remove the talc. Now, whether or not talc should be allowed in makeup formulas is a very hot topic within the beauty industry right now. There are many people that say it's a great ingredient. It makes products and powders super, super smooth. We love talc. I am definitely in that group. I gotta be honest with you guys. And there's also a lot of other people that are concerned about the dangers of talc and what that could do to our bodies later on.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I literally could not give less of a fuck. In fact, I think the people that care about it are so fucking dumb. Respectfully, we are in America. We are ingesting Red 40 into our fucking veins, okay?
You might be.
For sure, no, for sure, you're absolutely correct, but I don't care. There's no secret that America's food quality is garbage. It is absolutely terrible. The chemicals, dyes, GMOs, pesticides that we put in our food in order to keep it shelf stable for as long as humanly possible and tasting delicious are rancid. But the FDA allows them. If the FDA allows that to be consumed in our food, please explain to me how super pigmented eyeshadows and talc in our powder is too far and is too unsafe. No, it's so inconsistent, and that is why I think the argument around it is just dumb. Either get rid of all of it or just don't. Personally, I'd rather enjoy the GMOs and the delicious food on the shelves and the talc. We only live once. If you disagree, that's fine, that's fine. You can eat your nice, healthy, organic foods and your talc-free, shitty quality foundation powder, no problem. Yeah, Elise is one of them. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Anyway, back to this powder. It's not looking great. This color obviously is fucking crazy. This is not only making me look orange because they decided to change the fucking color, but it's also adding radiance to the places where I added it. And that is not what I signed up for in any way, shape, or form. So this for me is gonna be an absolute fucking not. While we're on the train of new face powders though, we do have one that I'm hoping will be a bit better. Brand new Anastasia bronzers. Love ABH. These are their smooth blur bronzer. I'm gonna use the shade Warm Sand Vibes. Now I did see on the ABH Instagram that when you dip into this powder, it's not really gonna provide a lot of kickback, which I love, but it does have a lot of pigmentation. Oh, this is a great color because it's not too dark for me, which is really good right now. I do not want to look crazy. When these were announced, I definitely saw a bit of, I don't want to say controversy, but commentary online that the colors looked really kind of ashy. And honestly, they did. ABH always has really, really good photos. So maybe just like the color balance of the camera was off, but I will say in person, they are definitely a lot warmer. However, I like that this bronzer isn't like orange. It does have some natural warmth to it, but I think is really helpful to me, especially in this current moment because of how crazy some of these skin tones and contours were looking. So I'm super into it. Like, I think that looks really good actually. Let's do a little nose contour. Yeah, wow. Okay, this is going directly into my go-tos. You know what? I hate to say it, but I am gonna cheat a tiny little bit on my under eyes here because this looks absolutely fucked. And I do have to go somewhere with this makeup routine on later on today. So I'm not gonna let this be this bad. I'm just gonna use my original MAC OG Fix Plus, and I'm gonna do just a little bit of this to fix some of this creasing. See how much brightness already that added? This is what it's supposed to do. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna use a painted lab sample instead. Look at that. This side in comparison to this one. All right, let's go ahead and zoom you guys in for brows and eyes. For brows, we actually have 2 new products to try out. The NYX Brow Glue Crazy Lift. So this is for like brow lamination. I am so scared to try this because that's not the look that I'd personally like to go for. And this applicator looks crazy. It's like a little mini like toothbrush looking thing. And then we also have this L'Oreal Faux Brow Tint pen. And it says this lasts up to 2 days of brow tinting. That is scary to me. Now, if I open this up, it says shake well. What the fuck? It's like a little bug. So it creates like 2 little hairs. Okay, so I'll do like the tail first, and then I'll do like holding it like this, but then it's gonna draw 2 lines at the same time, which I guess in theory is like cool. That is such a fucking good eyebrow. Hello. I don't think I'm the biggest fan of this whole like 2 lines at once sort of situation. It makes me feel a little bit like out of control, which I understand sounds so fucking dramatic. But in this case, if I want to do just one hair, she's bringing along a +1 to the party and she wasn't invited. So that's pretty risky. She could be great. Everyone could love her and be obsessed with her, or she could get drunk and make a fool of herself or make everybody else super uncomfortable. And then we have to kick her out. You know, it's just like not worth taking the risk. No +1s allowed on the invite. Don't bring anybody. Okay, you know what? Honestly, good brow day. Now I just hope and pray that this shit doesn't completely ruin it. Oh my God, I'm scared. I'm supposed to squeeze a little bit of this out into the applicator and then I just go in and brush this through. In no world do I want laminated brows. I think it looks really good on some people. I'm not one of those people. Oh my God, whoa, this is gluing this shit down fast. Whoa, what the heck? Okay, interesting. The formula is very thick. Wow, that's a good eyebrow. Oh, that is so good. Ooh, okay. Now let's get into the eyeshadow. I am so excited. You guys already know I'm gonna be using the brand new Painted Artistry Canvas palette. This literally just launched a couple of days ago. And again, thank you guys all so much for your love and support. This palette has been in the works for years now, and the fact that I finally get to share it with you guys really does feel like the beginning of a new era, and I'm so grateful to have each and every single one of you by my side. If you have not shopped the palette yet, it is still available on painted.co, and of course our TikTok shop. 24 beautiful, colorful shades available now. Let's get right into this rainbow glam today. I have a cute look in mind. I'm gonna start off first with a bit of Katniss, our bright orange shade, and I'm gonna tuck that above the inner corner, like right in this inner lid area. I found this really cool makeup look that Doja Cat did to an event last year at Fashion Week, and I want to recreate this. So I'm just going in with some orange right in the front of the eyebrow, and then I'm just gonna lightly kind of fade this out. Then I will grab a little bit of Ducky, our super pigmented yellow, and I don't wanna go like really crazy with this. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this to help blend out that orange so it has a seamless transition back into my skin. Then I'm gonna grab a little bit of Bubble, which is our neon pink, and I'm gonna use this shade really only in my outer crease. I don't want this to be super pigmented. I don't want this to be super bright. I just wanna add a little bit of definition over here. Now, while I'm kind of doing this makeup look, I just wanna talk to you guys and yap a little bit. I am feeling so grateful right now. This fucking palette announcement has been in the works for so goddamn long. I truthfully thought the day was never going to come. We ran into so many hiccups and problems and bumps in the road on bringing this palette to you guys, but it feels so good that it is finally here. We posted the commercial last week. All of the love and support was unreal. I saw so many comments as well being like, this is literally like Rainbow Palette, James's version, like Taylor buying back her masters. It really did feel so nostalgic, and it was nice to be able to, I guess, like bury the hatchet with Morphe in a way. They still owe me $2.2 million, and I am never gonna fucking forget about that, and y'all should not either, okay? But I'm never gonna get it, and there's no point in harboring all this hatred and ill will towards them. You know, at the end of the day, I did create my first palette with them, and it really did change my life and the beauty industry forever. I wanna be able to look back at those memories fondly, not with, you know, hate in my heart. So it's nice to be able to, you know, use a shitty situation to move into this new era and talk about, you know, the new, better version being the Artistry Canvas that I now own through my brand Painted. As soon as the Morphe palette got discontinued a couple of years ago, you guys immediately started to let me know that you needed another rainbow palette. So when I was working on Painted, of course, I wanted to do this at some point, but I also had to make smart decisions as a brand owner that I was investing a lot of money into, and realized that right now the trend is clean girl, natural, cold brew, brown makeup. So that's why the basic canvas came first, to really act as like that staple palette in your collection. But now that the brand has been around for almost 2 years, it's time to bring color and artistry back to the beauty community. And that is exactly what I wanted to do with our brand new Artistry Canvas. However, it was really important to me that I didn't just do an exact replica of what already existed on the market and what a lot of you guys, even if it's completely expired and nasty, probably still have sitting in your makeup collection. So I wanted to do 24 shades just like our original palette, but I really wanted wanted to make sure we switched it up. Of course, improved the formula. I still love my original James Charles palette, but I'm telling you, our painted formula is a billion fucking times better. I have this really cool like upper lid going on, but now I want to add a little bit of Firefly to my lid. Now, not surprisingly, as soon as I announced that a rainbow palette was coming, every single comment was, is there going to be a ring light? And I told you guys in the reveal video, this shade is inspired by. It is not an exact dupe. I've already told you on Painted, if you're following us, this should not be a surprise to you, but I am working on highlights for Painted, and we will bring back ring light when the time is right. For those that are asking, it's not an exact dupe, but it is coming. Hopefully the shade is okay for you because it's fucking stunning. Little bit of jelly in that outer corner just for a pop of purple. And then we will go ahead and add on a winged liner because I think that is all that I want to do for the shadow. I want to keep it pretty simple. I got this new eyeliner from Dior. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, okay? I really do not like buying designer makeup products because quite frankly, they're never that great. And the price tag is fucking insane. Now, I will gladly eat my words if this is the best eyeliner that I've ever used in my entire life, but it is not going to be because you can get the same shit at CVS for $8, whereas I'm sure this was like 60. Let's add on a black wing. Oh, it's only 35? That's still bad. That's still bad. Even my brain was like, oh, only 35 because I thought 60. No, $35 for a fucking eyeliner is still bad. You know what? I'll give credit where credit is due. It's not bad. Would I recommend that you go out and spend $35 on it? Absolutely fucking not. But I did because I had to for this YouTube video, and at least I'm not angered by this purchase. I will use this again. I won't be happy and thrilled to do it, but it is what it is. Now on the bottom lash, I will just do a little bit of bubble in this outer corner. Darken that up a little bit using a little bit of Royals, and then Katniss on the rest of that inner corner. And last but very not least, I'm gonna grab a little bit more Firefly on a super tiny brush like this, and I'm gonna go in and just apply this right underneath my lash line. That looks very pretty. Okay, I'm gonna leave everything else exactly how it is. That is one eye all complete. I'm gonna go ahead and do the one off camera quickly, and I'll be right back to finish off the rest of the look. All right, we are back with both eyes now matching. This look is turning out so beautiful so far. I'm gonna go in with my mascara and try out the brand new e.l.f. Incredicurl mascara. I literally feel like e.l.f. is launching something new every week at this point. It is getting impossible to keep up, but as long as we're making good shit for cheap, I'm interested. Sorry. Let's see how this goes. I do have a pair of lashes that I'm excited to use today, so I'm not gonna go too crazy on the mascara. Not that I really ever do anyway, but let's see what the Incredicurl is giving. This mascara is not my favorite. It is not curling, and I don't know if I would call it incredible. It's not flaking, but it is quite dry, so I'm having to really layer on a lot to actually get the lashes like coated and black, and I don't love that. Not my favorite launch from e.l.f. I feel like they have a lot better mascaras. This formula isn't really doing a lot for me, but luckily it doesn't matter because for lashes today, oh, I'm so excited for this. Okay, unfortunately you guys cannot get your hands on these, but you may be able to one day in the future because I have some Painted lab sample lashes. Now, I have talked about the fact that I'm trying to basically make the perfect eyelash, and for some reason, this has been one of the most difficult products to make. It sounds so stupid. I think it's ridiculous. When I started working on Painted 4 years ago now, lashes were one of the first products that I wanted to get samples of because I've had this vision in mind for like the perfect eyelash that I've been trying to curate forever. For some reason, I could not find a manufacturer. I could not find the right factory to be able to actually bring my custom vision to life. But finally, I think I did. I just got these new samples in yesterday. From sitting in the plastic, they look exactly how I want them to. I have not glued them to my eye yet, so I might be speaking too soon, but the perfect Painted lashes may finally be in your guys' hands one day. I hope that they're good. Okay, everyone say a prayer. Let's glue these bitches on there. And now if we stick these upwards, is this giving what I need them to give? They're not giving what I need them to give. I'm gonna cry. I really don't know why this has been like so difficult. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into highlighter. This just launched from Benefit. It's called Glow La La. The packaging kind of matches the eyes today. Look at that. Okay, on theme. I got the shade Aurora, a fair, what the fuck? Oh my God, this from Benefit, I'm kind of, whoa. Oh my fucking God. What on God's green earth? Who at Benefit decided to step their pussy up? What? I'm sure you guys all know Benefit, obviously. I used to love Benefit, but it's been quite a while since they've had a launch that has interested me. I do feel like they have been kind of a victim to the trends changing and have not been able to.
James, what was that?
Oh my, what the hell? Okay, well, this is crazy. Holy shit. Okay, I need to like tone that down a little bit because that is a bit too much. I'm gonna try to go over this with a little bit of our Tangelo blush from Painted so I can like soften that glow and add some warmth. Ooh, you know what? That actually did exactly what I wanted. Ah, I love being an artiste. Yeah, oh my gosh, pretty. Wow. Okay, Benefit. Let's do some nose highlighter. Wow, great fucking work, Benefit team. Happy for you guys. Happy. Oh my God. Approved.
Approved.
Lips. This I might be most excited about. My girl, Huda Kattan, Huda Beauty CEO Queen, just bought back 100% of her brand. So cool, so inspiring. Like, God, I could dream. She just launched lip contour stains and then some new lip oils too. You guys know I'm not a big fan of products like this. Just like that Sashu peel off lip liner shit that went so viral. Can't get into it. This to me is giving the same vibe. But I'm gonna try it out because I've seen a lot of people on TikTok love these. Now, the makeup look that I am recreating today is from Doja Cat. Weirdly enough, she actually has on a lip just like this, where it's like liner and then nothing in the middle. So this is gonna be like perfect. I'm gonna try out the shade Warm Brown and I am going to just line my lips. Here goes nothing here. Oh, I'm fucking scared. Okay. If I overline my lips with a lip staining marker, is it going to stain my fucking not lip skin underneath when I wipe this off in a couple of hours? Oh my God, I'm going to kill myself. Fuck! How did I not think that through? Well, too late now. Oh my God. My fucking face is gonna be stained. What did I do? Lips are lined. I don't really know how I feel about this product quite yet. You guys know I'm just not into a lip liner stain. I want a pencil that I can easily clean up, blend out, or wash off at the end of the night if I don't get the exact shape and look that I'm going for. However, I recognize that I am in the minority there and a lot of girly pops love these. And I think if you are into like that lip liner, natural makeup stain vibe, you're gonna be fucking obsessed because this is a really, really good product and formula. Let's finish this off. We're gonna use our Huda Beauty Jelly Oil right on top of the lip here. And this is gonna be our final look. Oh, wow. I need to notice when I'm putting the lip oil on top of it, the lip liner is still not budging or blending. So just be aware of that. If you're gonna do this, it's gonna give you that harsh lip line unless you like really blend it out kind of as you go, because once that shit is set in place, it's dry, which works really well for this particular makeup look, but I don't know if all of you guys are gonna be obsessed with that on an everyday vibe. Last but not least, we have 2 different setting sprays that have hit the market recently and have both been a little controversial. Another one from Huda, we have the Easy Bake Setting Spray. Now, some people weren't obsessed with this because of the fact that this like cap seems to be clicking, or there's like a little, oh, there is a metal ball inside. There it is. There's a metal ball inside, but sometimes it gets a little stuck. But you can fix that. You just kind of slam your shit on the table. But the metal ball helps like mix all the ingredients inside of the formula. Some people were having issues with the component, but I think from the reviews that I saw, everyone loved the actual formula. So let's go ahead and try this out first. Just because I haven't used any setting powder at all, so I want to like melt everything in place. Doesn't really have much of a smell. Feels fine on the face, nice and hydrating. Oh, I guess it did kind of like spurt a little bit. There are some areas where there's like almost droplets of setting spray as opposed to a perfect even application, but nothing that a little sponge can't fix. And then on top of that setting spray, might as well double up here. One Size just launched Until Dawn, their iconic setting spray, but with sunscreen infused SPF 28. There have been a lot of different opinions on this setting spray. To me, I gotta keep it real. This does seem a bit gimmicky. It seems like every brand is putting SPF into literally every fucking product. Take our Halo Glow Skin Tint, for example, our first product of today's routine, SPF 50. Oh, this might be a really fucking stupid question. If this has SPF 50 and this has SPF 28, does that mean that I have like SPF 78 on?
I feel like that's not stupid.
Like, is that how that works? Is it like doubling the protection?
It is the highest SPF you've applied, not a total of them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so in this case, because I used SPF 50 in my skin tint earlier, even though this is SPF 28, it's not doing shit. Not a single thing, which is exactly what I said. However, if it actually keeps my makeup on and lasting all day long, whatever. Fine for me. Let's give this a shot. Ooh. You know what? Forget about the SPF. This applicator top feels a billion times fucking better than the regular can of one size. The original can is very harsh. It can easily get clogged and then doesn't apply evenly. This feels softer, more pleasant, less harsh, and like it got a full even application. The whole room smells like fucking sunscreen now. Ooh, wow. On that, oh my God. On that note, you guys, that is my full face of brand new product launches all complete. I love how this final makeup look turned out. I was a little bit worried at first because our base routine was not exactly working in the way that I wanted it to, but luckily our cheeks, the brows, the eyes, especially using our new artistry canvas, and the lips really came together in the end and created a beautiful makeup look that I feel super confident in using all new launches. Honestly, I would recommend like almost every single thing to you guys. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below. Your love and support really helps out the channel quite a lot. And if you have not already, come click that big red subscribe button. It is free. It costs you $0.00. And of course, if you change your mind at any point, you can always unsubscribe, but you won't. Okay, we upload every Friday at 12 p.m. PST, and we would love to have you in the family. If you want to follow me on my other social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, just James Charles. My spam account is James Charles LOL. And of course, follow Painted at Painted on TikTok, or Instagram and website are both just painted.co. The artistry canvas is available now. Thank you again for all of your love and support. I cannot wait to see all of your guys' reviews, thoughts, unboxings over on social media. So please tag me when you get this and all of your gorgeous rainbow makeup looks. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.